Is the value of a virgin still relevant in the 21st century? What makes a woman with zero sexual experience more valuable than a woman with a rich past? Let's go. I will first give the floor to the feminist opposition, which claims that 1. Men looking for virgins are just using a dubious power dynamic where they can act as predators to an inexperienced victim in order to better use her to their advantage. 2. Men who prefer virgins are afraid or disgusted by experienced women. 3. The second point then follows up on the bravura conclusion about insecure men with low self-esteem who feel better with a woman who doesn't notice their weaknesses. But who would oppose such an offensive? The answer to this dilemma must be found in biology. A man instinctively does not want to devote his time and resources to a woman who is at risk of giving birth to someone else's child. Because for a woman with a rich sexual past, her partner has to constantly bite his nails and hope that he will cut them, which is both psychologically and time-consuming. A promiscuous woman has certain character traits, and these indicate a low probability of fidelity. So from an evolutionary perspective, a virgin is a safer investment. At this point, however, it is necessary to distinguish the orthodox, almost mythological view of religion on the status of a virgin from the pure pragmatism of the sustainability of the relationship. Another level of assessing the relevance of the number of previous partners of a woman is socio-psychological. Alexander Grace is a man who makes a living producing video interviews on the topic of women's relationships. Yes, they are. During his career, he had the honor of interacting with thousands of young women and came up with an interesting fact. He literally said that while the interviews with the young, inexperienced girls were fresh, full of positive vibes, the higher the scales of age and number of partners tipped, the more difficult and frustrating it was to work with them. With women over 30, the interview success rate was only around 5%. She claims that the central problem was mistrust and bitterness, with which women damaged by bad relationships created a kind of aura of unpleasantness and hostility around themselves. He literally said, "Doing interviews of this type with women over 30 is a very unpleasant experience." Logically, it follows from the above that the most suitable partner for any man is a woman who is not bitter from a number of failed relationships and whose tenderness, femininity, almost childlike innocence has not been hardened under the burden of constant battles with men.